How you doing? I'm Brett Hollis from Renewable Energy Invest.
Hi, I'm Alec from Solar EPC.
All right. I understand y'all have a park that is under development currently, the Krabby Park, and I wanted to talk to you today about that. Could you tell me a little bit more about the park?
Yeah, we're expecting it to yield about 1,500 kilowatt hours. Um, it's been a labor of love. Put a lot of work, hard work into this, and a lot of man hours, and it's gonna make a lot of energy. Gonna do really well.
Okay, I do have one question for you. Was that report done? That estimated 1,500 um, met kilowatts. Was that done in house or was that a third party contractor?
That was done in house. We believe that we can get a better, much like more accurate estimate on that than a third party would, because we built it. Uh, we know what goes into it and all the details and stuff. So yeah.
Right, right. I understand. Hmm. So, what are you looking for as far as the price on this park?
Um. Well, we're looking to get around 11.8 million.
Okay. Um, I definitely can't do that. Main reasons being one, the park's not finished yet, and this would be our first park that we've ever acquired that isn't finished yet. We're open to doing that, but um, it, I would like to work on the price. The second reason that I'm hesitant on the price is because of the kilowatt estimation and it not being a third party contract.
Right.
Usually well, actually, on all of our acquisitions, we always get a third party contractor to give us those estimates so that we know that they're accurate. I'm not saying um, that I don't believe they are, but
Right.
it's just a lot more certainty that we receive. We were looking on a price a whole lot more like 7 million because we could, you know, give that little leeway in between not knowing whether it was actually going to deliver that amount of energy or not. So what do you think about what do you think about that?
Right. Well, wouldn't be able to do 7 million. That's wouldn't even cover our costs.
Okay.
Um, but the thing about doing it ourselves is it's kind of a conservative estimate, actually, the 1,500 that we gave you that I said earlier. Um, and a third party is it's going to take about 6 weeks to get that third party report, and it will likely come back even higher than the 1,500 that I quoted. And so you'd be taking if it was, we our price would naturally go up. So you'd be taking a big risk there of actually paying more than what you could if you did get a third party uh, report. So, and we're like very sure about that estimate too. Like it's a little we able to give a conservative estimate, but it very much likely will be higher than that.
Okay. Um,
We can still negotiate price. Doesn't That's not
right.
set in stone yet, but
Okay. So can you give me a number that I can work with? Because I can't work with 11.8 million.
okay. Um, what about something closer to 11.5, or is that still
That's
out of the
still
ballpark?
way too high.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Um,
Um,
you think 11 would be closer to? I mean, I understand that you're unsure about that, but you'd be taking a risk of it going up even more, and then you'd be
right.
getting nothing.
Well, the park's got how much longer left on the construction?
Um,
I believe it said 4 months.
I think so.
And if the report takes 6 weeks to do, could we get that report done and have a sale pending, or have that as a clause in the contract that the if the numbers are off a specific amount, then the sale is voided or has to be renegotiated. Because I can make a deal today based on the estimate y'all gave. But to be able to give it to my superiors and to be able to justify it, I think we need to have another one done, and then I still believe the sale can happen, but it just has to be pending, or have a clause in there that protects us just in case. I think that would do a lot for us to be able to go out on a limb and go ahead and purchase it today without the risk on either side.
Right. Well, if you were able to just go, like hypothetically with our estimate, like what kind of offer could you give?
I could do $9.5 million.
Okay. Yeah, with the third party report, yeah, 6 weeks versus 4 months that it's going to take. I think that, yeah, I mean, I'm okay with taking that, but if it did end up being higher, would your company be willing to offer more? Would it only go down from the would you say 9 million?
I would say yes, because then that covers both of our risks.
Okay.
I mean, we're not trying to get the better end; we're just trying to be safe in the deal. So, I mean, I would say yeah, that on whatever end that 1,500 came out of, we could renegotiate or have it before we make this sale price. We could have the grid on how much below or how much above it, and how much it affects the price.
Okay.
Because I mean, we could do like for every 1%. Excuse me. We could do like for every 1% of the 1,500 that it's off, we could do the sale price is affected in a certain percentage, and then that gets settled at the end of the 6 weeks if it's off from the 1,500.
Right. Okay. I get what you're saying. So you think like if it was like for every percent below 1,500, it would be like the price would go down by 1 point something percent, and if it
Yeah.
was above, it would go up by more or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Could we set it at 1.2?
Yeah, I think we do 1.2.
All right.
Very reasonable.
So then that way, that just covers both ends, makes it a whole lot safer to go out on a limb. And if it is higher at the end of the day, it's just going to be helping y'all for a higher price. But it just adds us that, pillow, and allows us to be safe.
Right. Yeah, okay. That sounds good. We're hoping to get it done a little bit quicker than that, but sometimes these things take time. So
Right. I understand. So I will get somebody or we'll work out a hiring the third party contractor to come evaluate, and then other than that, we're agreeing on $9.5 million, correct?
Well, it's going to be adjusted based on the percent off that it's above or below 1,500. Right. Yeah. So
for every 1% off of 1,500, either higher or lower, it is 1.2%, respectively, in that direction. Yep.
From 9 million or from? Is that
from 9? Yeah, from 9.5 million. The price is affected 1.2% in the same direction that it's off on the 1,500.
Okay. Could you do 10 million?
I I can't do any more than 9.5.
Okay. Hmm. I can't really do any
If
less
I
than
did 10 million, I would have to do less on the one.
the percent, like less than
Well,
1 point.
then let me see, because I don't
Okay.
know if that'll have this. What if we met in the middle and did 9.7?
Okay. Um, Bit of a risk because if it ends up not being more than 1,500, then coming in a little minimum. But I'm pretty confident in it's gonna be more than 1,500. So
Good. We would like that, and then y'all would get more money.
right, yeah. So that sounds good.
All right. Perfect. We have a
All right.
deal.
Yes, sir.
All right. Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Talk to you later.
Okay. It's still recording.